Today we're going to talk about the different types of management available across cloud services. So there are different types of management that are available in the cloud today. This spectrum is wide and varied and starts with self-service and it ends with fully managed. So in between we have co-managed. Today we see all of this in different types of providers, and we're going to talk about each one individually. So before we talk about these, we're going to talk about the cloud, and we're going to bring up a diagram of the cloud first. So we're going to bring up infrastructure as a service, we're going to bring up platform as a service, and we're going to bring up software as a service. These are terms that everybody should be very familiar with today, and these are terms that we've talked about a lot in today's courses. Also going to bring up security here, and we are also going to bring up compliance here. So management is available across all of these different areas of the cloud today, and depending on whether you are purchasing or you've brokered these services yourself or whether you've got them through a managed service provider really depends on where your management layer is going to sit. So for example, if you went out to AWS or you went out to Azure and got a service yourself, it would be more likely than not that you would be in sort of the self-service arena for IaaS, platform as a service, or software as a service. You would be managing these services yourself. Whereas on the other end of the scale, if you went through a third party, a managed service provider, for example, and you said, hey look, for my company, I want these specific services and I want you to provide these services for me, then it would be more likely than not that these services would come with an additional layer of management layered on top. That management would more than likely be fully managed. What does that mean? Well, it means that management would come with a promise. It would come with a service promise. It would come with some sort of response time. For example, in the case of RapidScale, we provide a response time of 15 minutes. We provide a response time of 30 minutes, 1 hour, and 4 hours, depending on whether the ticket is urgent, high, medium, or low in priority. So this is the promise that comes with full management. Then you've got co-managed. What does co-managed mean? Well, it's right in between the two. It's right in between self-service and it's right in between fully managed. This is where a RACI comes up, and this is on a per service basis. So for example, if we had something like a client coming to a service provider and saying, I want you to manage service XYZ, but I want you to manage these particular portions of this service, and I want to manage these portions of this service, then service providers have the capability today to come up with a matrix where they say, okay, the client is responsible for managing this, this, and this, and the service provider is responsible for managing this, this, and this. And this is where a RACI comes in really useful in this area in defining a co-managed experience. And you find that providers such as RapidScale are uniquely positioned to provide co-managed cloud services and do it very, very well in the marketplace. So I hope this gives a good overview of what managed services are and the different types and different flavors of managed services available across cloud managed services today. Thank you.